Coach, one more win on the books. Tell me, are you telling anything to the boys that every game we're starting strong? This game was very special. You guys,
It's not about telling them. It's just about the work being repeated over and over. You can see there's a growing level of confidence. I thought we had stretches in the first half where the ball moved quicker from one player to the next. We found some success with Jesus coming off their defenders, Ali being inside. So between Michael and Oso and Jesus and Ali, we had ability to connect passes quickly in there, and I thought that part was quite good. And then I liked the fact that in the second half, when we just needed to find a way to come back after giving up the goal and get a goal, it was a smart play. We weren't having success on corners going direct, so Ali's decision to play to Michael was a smart one. And Ralph scores a great goal, really happy for him. And then in the end, it's just defending. So, yeah, good one.
Bob, can you talk about the decision to put in, make the switch, taking Osorio out and Priso in? What was the rationale? What were you looking for?
No, Oso can only play a certain number of minutes right now. So he's coming back from injury, and we had an idea that spoke to him at halftime. He was already tired. He felt he could give us 10 or 15 more. So purely on that basis, Ralph knew going into the game that he was going to be called on, and that when Oso needed to come off, he'd go into the midfield.
Speaking of Ralph there, it's been a little bit of a tough stretch for him this season, but these last two games, especially coming to the lineup with, short notice last game, and then this game obviously scores the big goal. What can a goal like that and performances like this do for his confidence?
Yeah, it's important for confidence. I think what's also important is just that some of the little details of staying tuned into the game and how he moves better to stay connected in the game and sees things faster, that those things, I believe, are starting to, we see improvement. And that's, his ability to continue to grow as a player. Those are the little details in the midfield. When he's around the play, he gets in hard, he comes away with balls. Sometimes the game moves and Ralph doesn't move and stay connected with the game, so we work through that. When he has a little bit of time on the ball, he's a good passer, but when things are a little tighter, we keep trying to make sure that that's improving. But his attitude about seeing these things and working hard is there. And you see that if now he gets set up a certain way on his left foot, the strike for the goal is really good.
Coach, I hear Michael telling the boys on the warm-up, guys, we have to keep the momentum going. And I was able to see the players listening to him. Do you remind them to concentrate and play consistent on the first half?
We remind the team, but I think Michael has always been somebody who understands some of the things that are needed and is trying to find the right way with his teammates every day.
Even we see the defense settling down. I see Salcedo telling the guys, don't go too far. Westberg, telling the guys, please pay attention. You think with Westberg being on the net, the team totally changed?
Yeah, look, I think there are different kind of goalkeepers. I think that Q's experience, his way of reading situations is good. But I also think that the team is improving. So I think it's got to be fair to Alex in that regard. And also recognize that now certain things are getting better. And again, it's not just telling guys not to go, right? It's easy to defend by telling everybody every time to come back and stay tight. It's got to be the balance that you find the right moments to also step up. One of the things I liked about the first half was that I thought we were smart in picking moments to press. That we didn't extend ourselves crazy, but when we saw the chance, we collectively went after them in a smart way. There were times, again, where in order to do that, Kosi's got to release and move up, and Carlos has to slide over, and you do different things in those moments. So I think that the understanding of how to pick spots to press And in other moments, if it doesn't work, how to reorganize. Those are some of the things that seem to be improved.
Well, that's two straight good results. I know you've challenged the guys to pick up win after win and try and string together some results. What does that do for the side, having back-to-back good games?
I think they feel good about the improvement. I think we saw it in training. We were disappointed with the result against Red Bull, but I think there was a feeling that we started poorly, but we had stretches of playing good football that day, didn't take advantage of chances. We were able to carry that into the cup match against Montreal, created a bunch of chances, and so I think some of the details, the understanding, the ability to connect faster, you know, if everybody's spread out all over the field, then sometimes the ball moves, but it moves too slow. So finding the right ways to get people closer and then still extend the field, have deep runs, you know, those are things that I think those are ideas that good attacking team can implement, and we've tried all year. I could go back through a bunch of games and show you moments where it went really well. I remember the home game against NYCFC, and the goal we scored, the first goal, was really well put together. The way the ball moved up the field, and you know, I think it went, you know, again through the midfield. You know, I love to see when the midfield connects. I love to see, and again, sometimes I talk about a midfield three, but the way we played, you know, in the first half, there's actually 4 guys in there a lot, right? Io's not coming off that much, but as I mentioned, you've got Michael, you've got Oso, you've got Jesus coming underneath, you've got Ali coming a little bit inside. And now when you've got ability to play faster through there, then that makes it hard on the other team. And then, of course, that also opens up opportunities to get people on the move wide. And when you go from inside outside, then when they move, you can come back inside. So those are attacking ideas that I think are getting better. I see guys getting sharper.
Probably it's been a long road back for Chris after all the injuries he's had. I think it was his first start in 2 months, right? I'm just curious what you thought of his performance.
Yeah, played well. I mean, look, he had a very good attitude about his rehab. I thought when he came on against Montreal, his concentration, his understanding of the situation was very good, and he was excited to start tonight. So that you know, Chris playing at a high level with a really good mentality could be really important. Could be really important for us.
Of your teams, I mean, the summer transfer window opens in about 2 weeks. Obviously, Lorenzo Insigne's touchdown. It seems like your team's rounding into form at a really good time. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, look, I still see all the things that need a lot of work. So I think we're improving. I've said that throughout the press conference tonight, but I still see so many little things that I want to see improve. So the pluses are great. The players know that. They feel good about that. That's the confidence that I think shows on the field. And then there's all these different levels. So we're not Barcelona yet, that's for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Oz just took it short, played Mike. Mike tried, I think, a reverse pass to Jack, and then I think the Atlanta guy slid and touched it, and then it came to me, and I just hit it. It's just instinct. I think it takes a little deflection, but I'll take it.
Second career goal of Ralph. What does a goal like that mean to you?
I think it's big. Help the team get 3 points at home in front of a big crowd on a special night. So it's big, and now I've scored on both ends, which is good.
Tell us a little bit about that celebration. It seemed like you guys made a beeline to that corner flag. It was a good day.
Honestly, it was just Kosi was in my ear telling me D-slide. So I just, the grass was looking good. Maybe if it was earlier in the year, I wouldn't have done it. The grass was nice, wet, so just did it. It was clean. It looks good.
Maybe just a larger view on the game. What did you make of this evening's
On a personal standpoint, I think obviously it's a good goal, but I think performance can be better. I think I'll go back and watch and see what I can improve, because I don't think it was great, but obviously a good goal. And then on a team standpoint, I think in the first half, I think we're the better team. I think we're controlling the game, they don't have much, and then I think we lose control of the game a little bit. They score a goal. I think our goal comes in a moment in the game where we're back in control. I think we're dictating the play, we're in their half, we're in their end playing, and then obviously after the goal, I think we buckle up a little bit and just see it out.
It seems like your team's rounding into form at a pretty nice time. Obviously today you had Lorenzo in the stands, but summer's around the window. What can results like this, victories like this, do for your team as you guys head into the second half of the year?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, we have a pretty young team. So, I think just winning games and the feeling you get after winning makes you not want to lose that much more. And I think it just helps us give even more and just go into games with an even bigger desire to win. I think, like you said, there's guys that are going to come in now and help us keep pushing forward. And until we get here, I think we have good players that can get wins and steady the ship until we get here.
Bit of a general one. What's the mood like in the locker room?
It's good. I think it's really good. Obviously, we're back-to-back wins, clean sheet, cup final coming, big player coming in, some other guys coming in. It's happy, excited. There's a lot of guys from the academy. We enjoy playing for the first team. We love playing for the first team. So it doesn't get much better than that.
Ralph, all 5 of the teams wins this year have been at home, and 15 of the 18 points in collective kind of people feel that as well. Is there a sense amongst you and the boys that this place is becoming a bit of a fortress again, like it was in previous regimes?
Yeah, I don't know if I can speak for everyone, but personally, it's a little bit weird. But I feel like I play my best games at Beaver. I don't know why. It's just I just play better when we play here. So I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just something that you can't explain. It's weird.
You signed during the pandemic, right? At the end of 2020 there. You haven't really experienced the BMO field. That's somewhat normal. Have you gotten a taste of that?
Yeah, tonight was probably the most packed it's been since I've played here. Obviously last year attendance wasn't too great. So this was probably the first game where it felt like one of those 2017 nights when I was in the academy growing up.
Ralph, tell us your experience playing at TFC2 and now playing to a bigger stadium. Are you getting more consistent? You're getting more used to the players? And my last question is, are you going to start getting used to the cafe macchiatos, lattes, now that Insigne is here?
Personally, I didn't play too much in T2. I think I played a lot in the academy. I was in the academy for 14 years old. And then I played maybe 4 or 5 games in T2, and then I was brought up to the first team. But T2 was a good bridge to just get me used to playing against older guys that are more physical, play the game quicker. As a younger player, it helps. And yeah, I mean, whatever the Italians bring in, we're all gonna try it.
Thank you.
Massive win at BMO Field.
Yeah, massive win. Great performance, I thought. Obviously, we didn't want to give up the lead in the first place, but I thought we reacted really well to it. Guys that came in really gave us a boost, and overall great team performance and a big 3 points.
John, are you still, Mike or Bob said that you were starting to feel a little bit tired around the 60th minute, that's why you kind of took out. Are you still kind of working your way back to
Yeah. There's a plan in place to work myself in and to really get me to a point where I can be available from here on in. So the first half was a little bit warm, and I did need to catch my breath. The second half started all right, but I need to build up. I'm still trying to build up, and so that was the plan, and fortunately we got the 3 points with it.
What did you make of the way that Ralph kind of came in and deputized for it, especially for a young kid?
Amazing. I think Ralph, we at the club, we all believe in Ralph a lot, and He's had a rough go since his surgery and coming back this season. Things kind of bothering him and not really going his way, but he's a tough kid, and that's what we want. We want players that are tough mentally, and Ralph is showing that, and he just keeps putting in the work, comes in early, puts in the work, and those things get rewarded. Those things get rewarded in football eventually, and we're all very happy for him and his big goal for us today.
Listen, have they figured out what the issue was in the leg there? Because I know Bob was telling us a few weeks back that the team was having a little bit of trouble figuring out exactly what the issue was.
These were two different injuries, kind of one after another. I think it was just a little bit of a fatigue thing from the amount of games and travel that I've done in these first 6 months, going with the national team and coming back, and then trying to play games and so fatigue kind of caught up with me, and I think we kind of rebooted everything in the body and made sure that we worked on the base first and trying to make that strong, and now so we're building up. So I feel like I'm in a really good place right now, as long as we keep going the way we're going.
Jonathan, how is the combination with the Latin players? I see you guys are helping each other, some settling down. And what is the communication between you guys?
It's good. It's good. Obviously we speak to each other a lot, and we lean on each other, and we understand each other obviously on the pitch and how we want to play, and so yeah, the connection there is very good, and it's not only with the Latino players, it's with everybody. The whole team, I think, is coming together now, and it's still a new team, but now we've had a few months together, so you can see that the relationships are starting to show on the pitch, and it's coming together.
We see the good combination you have with Michael Bradley. Today we were able to see it on the first goal. How is that going now that you're getting better with Bradley here?
Yeah, it's good. I think as long as I can keep healthy and keep myself feeling good, I can help the team, and of course me and Michael have been playing together for a very long time, so we understand each other better than probably anyone on this team, so right now it's about keep going with the team and keep going with the plan, and then keeping myself healthy.
So you mentioned the team starting to come together, clicking. The summer transfer window opens in about 2 weeks with Lorenzo and others on the way. How nice is it to have the team clicking at this time of the year?
Yeah, I don't want to say that we planned this and it's perfect timing, but yeah, it's good. It's a good time to get going. I think the guys that have been there for a while, the core guys, we know how important these summer months are in this league, and so especially the stretch with the amount of home games that we have, we understand the importance, and now with the summer window coming, I know the club is going to be making some moves, as you've already seen and you're hearing, and so it's exciting. It's exciting that everything is coming together as it should, all at the right time, it feels like.
John, all 5 of the team's wins this season have been at BMO Field. Is there a sense amongst you and the guys that this is kind of becoming a bit of a fortress again, like it once was?
Yeah, for sure. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted coming into this year, with now the fans back consistently and all the protocols. It feels normal, and we wanted to get back to how it was before, and it feels that way. You can feel it in the stadium. I think we started to feel it during the Chicago game. You could feel the atmosphere in that game, and after that win, and in this one you felt it again, and now with this Insigne coming, and I think that will all help it, and we definitely want to make BMO Field a fortress.
Perfect. Thank you, John.